Hey Internet, welcome to Tuesday afternoon. Afternoon, I mean evening. Hope your day is going well. Just checking behind me to make sure that, no one's coming right up behind me and or wants to pass. In any case, today was a pretty good day. Did some more work in the MVC model in Ruby on Rails and the controller and Vue, all that. Working on the front end also, so that's kind of cool. Seeing it all come together. Today, wanted to just briefly talk on my walk home, just about an idea that I've been playing around with the last year or two, and that is the idea of intentionally and purposely changing your one or more of your senses. And so what I mean by that is essentially when you're stuck on a problem, whether you're in a specific problem set or in an LTC environment, even just more generally, you're trying to think about something and you're not making a lot of progress. I have found and continue to find that it can be really interesting if you try to stimulate one or more of your senses by creating a change. So what can this be? I mean, a lot of times, like, I'll just get up from wherever I'm sitting, or if I'm standing, I'll just move into another room. So the physical displacement from one room to another can be interesting. I actually might have made a video on this. Sounds very familiar. So the other is play a different type of music, or just play music at all. So, classical music will stimulate different ideas than just rap music, maybe like Eminem, or don't really know a lot of rappers by name, so I probably won't try that. Or Bollywood music, reggaeton, can be really different. Versus sometimes I'll just start doing stuff with my hands. Sometimes I'll start doing dishes. This is pretty common, I guess. It's probably where you get the idea of the shower thoughts. But I was just thinking about this specifically today because I was stuck on sort of the different steps. One step in particular of creating a multi-dimensional user model for a Rails app, and we were creating a many-to-many model. So it was really kind of fun, but also really tough. And there was a point I just got super stuck. So what I decided to do is get up, move away from my computer, and instead, sorry about all the background noise. Instead, go over to a different room in the co-working space and start just working on the whiteboard. Not on that specific problem, just different thoughts. I just plugged into some music, some really good tunes, Apple playlists. Again, I don't know why I'm dropping Apple all the time. They clearly have me in their ecosystem, and they just proposed 90 days free trial. So I'm moving away from Spotify into the Apple Music universe. So far so good. Anyway, just plugged in some tunes, started dancing, started writing on the whiteboard, did that for 10 minutes, and returned to my desk where I had been working on the problem, and I was able to make a fair amount of progress today after that. So sort of in this video, we wanted to talk about the idea of sort of using the thought construct of moving or stimulating one or more senses. This can be physical, touch, this can be view, this can be what you're looking at, this can be what you're listening to, maybe even taste. And the idea of getting space away from the problem that you're working on sometimes allow you to work your way through afterwards. And obviously this is not always going to work. A few things do. But I found for me it's pretty consistent in its ability to add value. So what do you think, if at all, about this video, about this concept, about this topic? Did you find it interesting? Have you found that there are things that you could do to sort of get you past problems, whether it be changing one or more of your senses or environments, like we're discussing in this video, or other things, other tips and tricks that you found? All right, so that's about it for today, Tuesday. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow morning, if not before, where hopefully we'll have something else fun to talk about. We appreciate you watching and look forward to seeing you soon. All right, bye.